what's up? Welcome back. If you're new, I'm Jessica, Earth Angel 111. Hope you're having a great day. This will be a general collective message. So remember to only take what resonates. And I'm going to start with the overall energy. So some of you are going to find out that someone moved to your city to copy you in some type of sense. And this is the person who's been creating a lot of unnecessary drama in your life. And it says worried about how you'll take the truth. So this person really went out of their way to try and mimic something you do, whether that be you owning your own business, you doing music as a career. For others of you, you may be a reader, a healer, a nail tech, a hairstylist, an actor, actress. But there is someone, okay, they act like they're clueless. But really, in reality, this person went very far out of the way to try and destroy whatever you built up in your life so that they could mimic it. So it's just a shame because this person truly acts like they're clueless when in reality, the truth has already come out. A lot of people can see it for what it is. This person may have even tried to move near you, or like I said, it says move to your city. So if you live in a specific city or town, this person purposely relocated to try and mimic something you do. And Spirit wants to tell you that this person's jealousy of you is actually just inspiration because you know, if this person actually didn't admire you so much, they wouldn't be trying to mimic your every move. So someone always putting you down behind your back. A lot of you, you're going to know who this is because they leave a lot of either negativity on your social media or they make your life harder than it has to be. Seven of Swords. This is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo with the Eight of Pentacles there that did this to you. But they watched and studied something you did for yourself. Now notice on the Eight of Pentacles card, she's creating artwork. So you may be an artist. You may be someone who's created something, an idea in particular. But this person thought that they would sneakily get away with the fact that they tried to either mimic your energy or copy something completely that you did. And a lot of you are going to find out that this person has been gossiping about you to a lot of people. Now this may be someone who is an acquaintance of you. And others of you, this may be someone who you once knew or worked with. So they watched you move on from a situation and create your own abundance in a particular career field. And this person wanted to try and mimic it. Now, for example, if you live, say, in the United States, they could have even moved states to be closer to where you are to mimic you. For others of you, if you live in somewhere like Canada or Europe, they moved like continents or different provinces, something to literally mimic you. And they act like they're completely clueless, but in reality, this person be a #1 fan. They be watching everything you do. They be leaving all types of comments or some shit like this to try and hold you back. For some of you, this is either a Capricorn, Scorpio, or Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, lots of earth energy as well. But the Tower's in reverse because this person's realizing that you're not fazed by their ability to try and mimic you. And if anything, like I said, you know, if someone is constantly trying to be jealous or create blockages in your life, they are low-key inspired by you. But whoever this is needs to get a new hobby because I feel like they spend way too much time obsessing over some type of abundance or life you built for yourself. Now, it could definitely be a fire sign who's trying to mimic you as well, an Aries, Leo, Sag, feminine, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, feminine. And if it's a masculine, it's a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, masculine, or Scorpio, masculine. But yeah, this person went out of their way to watch you build up some type of life for yourself and then thought that they were going to pull your success down so that they could take your place. And Divine saying that just ain't happening. That is not how the world works. You cannot watch someone build something from nothing and then try to destroy it because you want their spot. This person's meant to learn from you that they need to go the distance to create the success within themselves. And it's one thing to be inspired by someone, but this person has gone out of their way to actually create a lot of unnecessary drama in your life. So this is someone who is either trying to mimic your business directly or your social media directly. Some of y'all are going to find out if you're on social media posting like certain videos or a certain style of content, this person's literally duplicating it and then they're trying to get people to dislike your content so that they don't look bad in mimicking it. They could even be trying to say it's the other way around, like you moved to copy them, or something, but it just doesn't add up. Because for example, like you could be living somewhere you've lived most of your life or for the last 5+ years, 5 to 10 years. And this person may have moved within the last year or two and is trying to say it's the opposite. So it's giving extremely dicey. Like whoever this is, people are starting to see that they have some type of obsession with you, because I feel as though you keep just focused to yourself. You're not paying attention to this person in any type of way. And that's what bothers them. This may have been someone at one point who thought you two would have a very long-standing friendship or relationship. With the Knight of Cups, you could have even rejected this person, because Knight of Cups is typically a love offer, but with it in reverse, that's a rejected love offer. So this person may have felt rejected by you in the past in some type of way, and this is what led to their wanting to bring you down or hold you back. But you need to know that none of that is going to work out. This person is meant to realize that if you're successful on social media, they can create their own success, but by trying to mimic someone or tear it down is not a way to do it. So some of you are going to find out that this person literally intentionally, like I said, is either trying to copy your style of doing something, your business name. For others of you, they literally went out of their way to do all of the above. And they could even be trying to like have other people work against you to slow down your progress. But Spirit wants you to know you're about to receive some very exciting news. A lot of you are going to be relocated for a new job, career opportunity, or for a reason to get away from this person. Wow, some of you, this person went as far as to put a spyware tracking app on your phone, collective. That is weird energy. So someone purposely moved to your city to copy you and may have even put a spyware tracking app on your phone to copy every single thing that you do. This person's been found out, and it says they never wanted you to receive what's rightfully yours. So this is someone who thought if they could literally try and get in the way that they would stop you from receiving something you were meant to receive. That didn't happen, okay? And it says they know it was the wrong thing to do to you. It's just a shame that people would go this far out of their way to try and block someone else's success instead of, you know, being inspired in some type of way and creating their own. It's like this person wanted to sit back, watch you do all the work just for them to try and rip it off. And a lot of you may have already found out who this is. I feel like a lot of you, this is someone you used to know, or someone who could have even come across you on social media. You may be finding out that this person did some type of like doxing or some type of privacy invasion to figure out where you live in order to do this. This person had no rhyme or right or reason to do this to you, except for honestly pure laziness. Because if someone sits and watches another person put in the work for years, months, hours a day just for them to try and mimic it, what does that say about them? That they're not willing to put the work in. And you could be someone who spends a lot of time focused on your social media or your career in general, and this other person was just trying to mimic the blueprint. And if this person purposely put a spyware tracking app on your phone, just know that they will be held accountable for that. And you're about to find out some very exciting news, because a lot of you, this person was trying to block you from an opportunity that's still coming your way regardless. So Queen of Wands, this definitely may have been a fire sign who did this to you. Aries, Leo, Sag. And if you are someone who is very connected with Holy Spirit or just nature in general, just know that you're receiving a lot of signs right now from the universe in the way of seeing angel numbers, specifically signs. You could be seeing a lot of flowers, flower imagery. For others of you, this may have to do with a specific spirit guide that keeps coming to you. And also too, your dreams are of major significance. Your spirit guides have been trying to break through to let you know exactly who did what in your dreams. And some of you may be ignoring the signs because you felt as though it was completely far-fetched to believe that someone would go out of their way to do this to you. They wanted to bring a complete ending to a career you had created for yourself in order to mimic it. And the Three of Cups, this may have been a collaborative group effort, but it's in reverse. So 3 people realizing that no matter what they do to try and slow down your progress, they cannot block a blessing that you created with divine. It's like God telling you to go ahead and follow a career path and another person thinking that that's their rite of passage. Pay attention to the signs right now. If you feel like people around you in your career space or just your life in general are creating a lot of unnecessary drama with you, it's at the expense of this person. This person is trying to create obstacles to distract you from your path ahead. And this person was trying to get away with mimicking you down to even a spyware tracking app. So do your due diligence. There's a lot of things you can do to make sure, using a VPN, resetting your phone, getting a new device if possible. And if all that doesn't work, just make sure that you are changing your passwords, protecting yourself, and most importantly, keeping an eye out for the signs. It becomes very obvious when someone goes out of their way to spy on you, because you'll notice that they're popping up where you are, or they're constantly trying to disrupt your peace. And this person is low-key inspired by you, but it's like the way they went about it, it was just a little bit shady, because this is someone who would rather try to stop another person to take their spot than to actually put the work in. And a lot of you put the work in, okay? Say, for example, you are a hair or makeup niche social media person. You've been doing this for, say, 2 to 6 years. And this is someone who thinks in the last 2 to 4 months, they're going to come in and take everything you worked for. And that's just not how life works. If you are someone who's on social media, a creator in any type of sense, you may have been doing this for even 10 plus years. And this is someone else who thinks that they're just going to come in and take what you worked for without actually putting in the work. Sometimes you have to fail in order to succeed. And a lot of you need to know you're highly protected in this situation, because that's what you did. You didn't expect numbers and all this and that just off the bat. You knew that it takes hard work, dedication, and even when things aren't working necessarily, to keep moving forward. Like I always say, if you're new to the channel, y'all, there was a lot of videos I used to post for years that got no views. But did that stop me? No. It took years to get even the following that I have right now. And anyone on social media and any type of capacity or platform would say the same. It takes years. It's not something that comes overnight. And usually the first month or two of even posting on any social media platform, you're not going to have much traction or following. It's through networking. It's through allowing yourself to keep moving forward. And like any career path in particular, it's about keeping moving forward. And also originality. If someone purposely goes out of their way to mimic another person, that's only going to reach so much success, very short-lived. And then it's going to stop. It's going to flop. Because either people will pick up the fact that this person's mimicking someone else, or for others of you, for example, that this person is just not willing to put the work in. So Knight of Cups in reverse, 8 of Cups, this person wanted to distract you as much as possible so that they could try to sneak up to take a spot from you. Okay, it's just a shame, because whoever this is very karmic. It says karmic feminine, so a lot of you are going to find out it's a damn karmic feminine that thought they were going to do this to you. And Spirit's saying no. Okay, Divine's saying no. You have way too many guardian angels in heaven looking out for you, saying absolutely not. So worried about you, take the truth. I'm going to pull one to see what that could be, but the Tower's in reverse. So this person could have really went out of their way to try and paint an image of you being someone you're not, to try and take your spot. And it's just a shame, because it's like, this is like the lowest of lows that someone would do that. Page of Cups in reverse. Some of you may find out it's a younger water sign that did this to you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But yeah, this person really tried to hold you back at whatever cost they could. So just know as well, be your authentic self. If this person's trying to say you're this or that and you know that's not you, keep moving forward. Time reveals all. Truth tells all. And standing in truth and integrity always tells all. Look at that. Everything is fine. So this person really wanted you to feel so stressed out about whatever they've been doing to try and slow you down, to slow you down. And the shame of it is, it's because this person is jealous of some type of success you have in your life or social media. And like I said, there's proof of whatever they did to try to block you. And a lot of you, this may be past energy. If not, Spirit is saying that this message found you so you could be aware that that's how they've been trying to do it to you. So look at that. It says, try and understand why God's putting you through this. God wants you to know that you are a leader, okay? You're a leader. If someone would go this far out of their way to try and block your success, let me just say this, you're doing something right. You got the sauce. You know what it takes. And you will get the last laugh because you put the work in. You didn't try to make anyone else feel uncomfortable or unworthy of success in order to get there. Wow, some of you are going to find out it's an old manager of yours This could be someone you worked for or someone who's just a manager in general. Someone could have also tried to even claim to be a manager of you or your social media to slow you down. That truth's all being revealed. And the reason they did it is because they know that there's an A-list celebrity who wants to work with you. So wow, some of you are about to get a major brand deal or promotion because there is an A-list celebrity who be wanting to work with you. And this person may have caught wind of it or found out in some type of way and they were trying to block your success. But that isn't happening. Everything is fine. And look, at social media is definitely of significance because this person has a phone in their hand. So the karmic feminine sits and studies everything you do too, y'all. And even if you aren't super successful on social media, there may be still someone of major status who sees that you have potential to be and wants to offer you some type of contract or career. And the high priestess, you have an inner knowing. When you truly connect to your path and to your dreams, everything will always work out no matter how long it takes to get there. But this person wanted you to feel as though everything wasn't working out so that they could try to take an opportunity you were meant to receive. And it's like the whole thing is they didn't want to put the work in to get there. So that's why it's a shame. Because it's one thing to be inspired by someone, but to think you're going to just take someone else's spot after they put the years of work in and dedication, that's just not how the world works. Like I said, that success will always be short-lived because when it comes time for this person to perform, if they've been mimicking you or trying to stop your success or your growth, when it comes time for them to step up and perform, they're not going to be able to, or they're not going to have the knowledge or the knowing that you do after years of building your brand, your image, your business, or all the above. So the Empress there and the Chariot. Yeah, so this person may be a Capricorn. They could have been saying they were your manager, a Capricorn, because an A-list celebrity wants to work with you. People are seeing this person for who they are. Very low vibrational. This person tries to like take away people's success or to like latch themselves on to other people's success instead of actually putting the work in to work on their own ventures and their own selves. For a lot of you, this is a younger earth sign. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, masculine could have even worked together with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, feminine. But the Chariot's here and the Empress. You are quick getting out of this situation and you need to know you are highly protected from anyone or anything that didn't want you to be viewed as the star that you are. And the Empress is here, so it may be a Libra, Taurus, or a Cancer that wants to work with you. Also could be a Libra, Taurus, or Cancer feminine. So heavy emphasis on Libra. A lot of you are being guided as well to switch up the way that you look because this person could have even went out of their way to try and mimic how you look. So for example, if you're someone who has all blonde long hair, they try to get blonde long hair. If you try to get some highlights, say you did pink like I just did recently, then they went ahead and copied that. This person is literally mimicking you. But just know each time you switch it up, then it'll be seen for what it is that this person was doing. But yeah, managers. So y'all, some of you, I think it's not that you worked for this person, but this person tried to say that they worked for you. And that truth's coming out. Especially if you are on social media, like you're independent. Until someone is really pulling in major numbers, million followers, stuff like that, not many people have a team or a manager. So it's being seen for what it is. But yeah, this is either someone you knew or someone who is trying to act like they know you. So Ace of Swords, let the truth be revealed now. And that could be what the truth is. It says worried about how you'll take the truth. The fact of the matter is this person could have been trying to really mimic you because they know that an A-list celebrity wants to manage you or wants to be a part of your success. But with 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, all this person did it for was some type of greed. So very greedy person, constantly trying to hold you back from your success. This is giving like a karmic energy, thinking that they were going to mimic you in order to receive some type of earnings that you worked for. That is not how the world works. Very shady, for sure. Any final messages? Feeling sad about how things are. So there you go. This person put in a lot of work to try and keep you stuck, and instead you were able to move on from the situation. Now for some of you, you've actually just disconnected from this person entirely. So whatever they said about working with you or collaborating with you or trying to mimic you, it's not working. Because people know that you don't communicate with this person. And a new career opportunity is here. Spirit wants you to prepare.